What's up, guys? How are you doing today? Chris back again. I hope we're all feeling great, doing great, thinking great, just doing great all around, guys. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your day with me to talk about some movies. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about a movie that came out last week, last Friday, 2024, obviously, but we're going to be talking about The Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. All right, guys, that's what we're going to be talking about. And before we start anything, hit that like and subscribe button so that you can get notified when I talk about cool things. So, guys, today we're talking about Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. I went and saw it in the theaters, sat down in the seat, popcorn, drinky drink. We're doing great. Ready to watch it. Here we go. This is directed by Kenji Yami. No, that is not that man's name. I'm sorry. His name is Kenji Kamiyama. There we go. So this guy, he made an anime on Lord of the Rings, and it takes place 300 years before our Lord of the Rings trilogy with Frodo and the Ring and the Gollum and the Sauron, right? So we've got this, and what I liked about this was there wasn't a whole lot of fluff and high fantasy. It wasn't focused on orcs and goblins and things like that. It was focused on the war of men, the plights of man. This is about Helm Hammerhand and his war with this gentleman named Wolf after their tribes began warring, after a meeting went sour. And, and then caught in the middle is the daughter of Hammerhand, right? She was betrothed to Wolf. And they were supposed to, be together, bring the clans together, but everything happened, and now there's a blood feud between Wolf and Hammerhand, and, she's caught in the middle of that, because you can tell that she really has feelings for this Wolf guy. They grew up together, yada yada, but life happens, and now they are enemies, I guess unwilling enemies. Well, she's unwilling, he loses his mind, but this is it's a classic romance story at its heart, but it also takes us back to Middle Earth and feels like Middle Earth. It feels way better than the garbage that they've been putting on Prime. That is horse manure, okay? That is not worth your time to watch. It is so complicated and convoluted and verbose that I can't get into it. I've tried. I watched the seasons, and they are a struggle, bro. They are a struggle to get through. I don't like them. This is how you do Lord of the Rings. We follow this war of man. They're like, oh, we need to help Gondor. We need Gondor's help. We need to go to the White Tower. It connects us to everything that was in that original trilogy. And the thing is, we even get some of our actors back. Eowyn, Miranda Otto, she is our narrator for some of the film. We get Dominic Monaghan and Billy Boyd. They lend their voices to a couple of Hammerhand's sons. So we get some of our old cast back just in different roles, and I appreciated that. What I appreciated the most, though, was that it felt like Middle Earth. It felt like a Lord of the Rings story. It didn't feel biblical, because if I'm honest, if I'm watching that crap over on Prime, to me it feels like Bible stories, but just made up Bible stories, because they're like, oh, there's Nephilim angels, and there's the dark ones, and the dwarves, to me, it's too much. There's too much to try to absorb if you've never read the books, which I haven't. I've always enjoyed the movies, but I've never read the books. I've tried. I didn't enjoy them, didn't finish them. Excuse me. So I just didn't fit, I didn't read the books, but I've loved the movies. And this feels like a continuation. Well, maybe not a continuation since it takes place before, but a prequel to those original trilogy films. A prequel to The Hobbit, because it was even before The Hobbit that this takes place. But I just like the fact that it focused on the plights of man and their, the warring factions, and, connecting us with places that we've been and we remember from the films like Gondor, White Tower, or Isengard, Edoras, places that we've been, people that we kind of sort of remember, you know. I appreciate that. And let's talk about the animation. The animation, I don't know, it's not real, but you know how some animes, when you watch them, they're highly stylized. So it's like real flashy. Everything's like choo choo choo. It's like, and there's just like fire coming off of. There's no DBZ in this. Let's put it that way. There's no Dragon Ball in this. There's no Jujutsu Kaisen. It's very much medieval. There may be a little magic, little fireball here, a little ice shard there, but there's no high fantasy. You know, there's no, in the anime, there's nobody like, you know, powering up and all that kind of stuff. It's very grounded, very realistic, very medieval. Lots of swords, lots of boards, lots of arrows, that kind of thing. And I appreciated that. And the animation lent itself to that because it wasn't flashy. It tried to look as detailed and as crisp as possible without being overly bright and overly saturated, I guess. You know what I mean? It was very well drawn, very realistically drawn. There, put it that way. So I appreciated that. The action scenes are magnificent. Some of the action, you know, there's like wars where the armies come together. There's individual fights that look incredible. I mean, it really is a phenomenal work of animated art. I'll put it that way. I really, really enjoyed it. I think if you guys had a chance to see it, if you do get a chance to see it, please go see it on the biggest screen possible with the best sound system possible, because it's that good of a film that you need to experience it. Not just, oh, I'm going to wait for it on streamer over here on HBO Max or on Max or whatever. You know, like if it was worth my coin. It was worth my money to pay to go see this film and sit in the theater and experience it. That's all I'm saying. So if you want to wait for it on streaming, that's on you, but I highly recommend checking it out in a theater, popcorn, candy, soda, whatever you want treat-wise, and sit down and enjoy the ride, guys. That's it for Lord of the Rings War of the Rohirrim, guys. I'm going to give it 2 big old thumbs up. Check it out. Thanks so much for hanging around with me and chit-chatting, or listening to me chit-chat, listening to me talk, guys. But if you like the reviews, please like and subscribe so you can get notified when I'm talking again. And I'll see you later, guys. Peace out. God bless you, my friends, and I will see you soon.